wiggle it a little, and there it goes. Now, if anyone knows a better way to change the oil in an 01 Sequoia / Tundra, I'd like to know, because taking a skid plate off every time is not fun. Now, I have tried to change the oil with a skid plate in place, and it just gets oil everywhere from the filter. You can see the filter right there, and the oil drain hole was already in view, but the filter is the problem. You know what, before I change the oil, let's actually check it. Most of my jobs are so local that I don't put more than 5,000 miles on it in a year, so let's see what it looks like. Actually, it doesn't even look dirty. But with it parked like this, it does look on the low side, but that is leaning backward. I would say it'd probably be midway between those two dots if this were parked level. And it definitely doesn't look black. And that is a SuperTech oil filter. 5,000 miles. I think I was running, maybe it was SuperTech or Kirkland. Oh, forgot my cardboard. Now I'm just gonna tell all you sticklers for crush washers, I'm not going to use one. I never do. There's actually one on here, so that's probably going to be fine anyway. But if it were missing, you know, I wouldn't use it. Not that I have anything against them. I've just never had a problem with a drain bolt leaking that didn't have a crush washer. So, the smell reminds me of riding the bus when I was a kid. Smells like bus exhaust. Now it does look a little dirtier in the pan. Look at the underside of this thing though. This thing has, I don't know, 240-ish thousand miles, 238,000 something. I'll show you the mileage, but I mean, it is dry as a bone. No oil leaks, no nothing. Even the oil pan, I'm sure that's the original gasket. Thinking, should I put some AT205 in it just to make sure the rear main seal doesn't start leaking? That's probably good. On this creeper on an incline, I keep rolling away. Alright, now for the filter. See if I can do this with my bare hands. Not today. I don't have an oil filter wrench, so I'm gonna grab some big channel locks. Let's see if these are big enough. And yes, these are not channel locks, I guess. They are Milwaukee. I guess I put this one on tight. Yes, an oil filter wrench would be a nice investment. A lot of oil comes out of this on these. Even though the filter's held upside down, I guess it's draining out all this other stuff up here. Ooh. On the clean side of this paper towel. Wipe that off. I don't remember how many quarts this takes, and you only change it once a year. It gets kind of fuzzy. Hey Siri, how many quarts of oil does a first generation Sequoia take?
Most engines require somewhere between 5 to 8 quarts of oil.
Hey Siri, how many quarts of oil does a Toyota 4.7 liter V8 take?
Okay, I found this on the web. For how many quarts of oil does a Toyota 4.7 liters V8 take? Check it out.
6.6? Let's see how we're doing on the dipstick. We're gonna have to wipe that. Hey, we're showing on the dipstick. So it probably is about 6, a little more than 6 quarts. And yes, I realize I don't have any oil in my filter either, so I'll be keeping that in mind. I'll overfill it just a hair, and I'll also keep in mind that I am checking this while it's at a slight incline high in the front. Oh, that's full. So that should be right. Let's go ahead and drain the transmission pan. Hands on this so I don't strip it. That's nice and red. It says it takes like 2.1 quarts when just doing a drain and fill. So I'm going to put 2 quarts in it. I'm going to put the skid plate on and back it off these ramps and park it somewhere level, and then check all the fluids again, top off as needed. Alright, that is 2 quarts. A lot of people say use transmission fluid to clean out engines because they have all these detergents in them that keep them clean, but I've looked that up, and that's sort of an old school thing that's not necessarily true anymore, because modern engine oils are filled with detergents designed to clean kind of deposits caused by combustion, whereas there's no combustion going on in a transmission, so it doesn't have to clean up the same sort of deposits. So supposedly, oh no, wasn't even paying attention, engine oil is a better detergent than ATF. I know that's going to ruffle a lot of feathers, and I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's what my research has told me. I'm going to put it in all the gears just to make sure we've got fluid all through the transmission. And then check the level again. All right. Check the transmission fluid first. These are the cold marks right here, and these are the hot marks. So we're definitely looking for the cold marks. And we are in between the cold marks. I say we give it a hair more. I know they say it's better not to overfill or underfill a transmission, so I'm just going to give it a little splash. We're just above the cold marks. We're right around there. I think that's good. Looks like right on the money. The Sequoia is not wanting to go into park. Let's see if I can demonstrate it. Now, I've actually had the shifter bracket replaced. When we bought it, the shifter just kind of flopped around up here, and you had to kind of do some weird rowing manipulations to get it to go in whatever gear you wanted, and that was not cheap, and it took special tools, which is why I didn't do it. But now it is not wanting to go into park. Let's see if it'll do it here. So I'm in drive. I see it's in park, but you can hear it's just rolling back and forth. Put it in reverse. Back to park. Okay, now wiggle it a little, and there it goes. I am hoping this is just a shifter linkage. We'll see. So here we are under the transmission pan, and there's the linkage right there. So is this nut that runs in and out? Or do you adjust it here? I'm going to leave the camera down here and move the shifter and see what this does. So it looks like if it is the linkage, since park is this way, we need to make this go further this way. Do I loosen this nut and rotate this a little bit? Yeah, I could have swore I adjusted this before. I take this off. You know, I better check the wheels, because what if I pop this out of parking gear? Does this adjust? Ooh. It moved a notch, didn't it? So sloppy when it's in drive too. So sloppy. Neutral, not sloppy. Reverse, not sloppy. Second, it doesn't want to. It just seems like it's in between gears. Low, same thing. So sloppy in drive. Not sloppy in reverse. And not sloppy in park when it goes in park. But it sounds like something's not clicking all the way here. What is the trick? Well, this is why you should always Google this stuff before you break something. So there's a screw on each side behind the steering wheel. There we go. What is causing the problem? Ah. It is a bushing. Look at that. Yep, so it's not pushing it as far as it needs to go. So it's this lever here. The bushing is missing. So it's sloppy. Now, should I get a new bushing or shove some JB Weld quick steel in there? Let's opt for the bushing. Yeah, so here's what's left of the bushing. So until the part comes in, I'm just gonna snap this back on. And I'll put this part of the dash back on. Okie doke.
Excuse me, sir, this is a neighborhood?
Oh wait, they said put this in hot water first. Maybe some deal work. I don't think you need the tool. I'll try it. Still low on that. There we go. Oh yeah. Slop and drive is gone. Probably should put that on first. looks like it's all fixed. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in some way, please consider hitting the like button. And as always, thanks for watching, and we hope to see y'all in the next one.